There's a reason certain people seem to operate on a completely different level. Not smarter, not more experienced, just ahead. Like they already know what's about to happen before it happens. Most people assume it's talent. I used to think that too. Then I noticed something strange. The patterns I built playing football as a teenager, reading defenders, anticipating passes, positioning before the ball arrived, started showing up in completely different places. In how I read film, in how I read financial markets, in how I understood content creation. Football, trading, filmmaking, and content creation share nothing on the surface. But underneath all four, the same hidden process keeps running. It's called pattern recognition, and it might be the closest thing learning has to a cheat code. Level 1, compression. A beginner footballer sees individual players into a marker here, a gap there. An elite player sees structures. Weak side overloaded, center back slow to turn. Years of games compressed thousands of moments into a handful of recurring patterns. They're not processing more, they're processing less at a far higher resolution. A beginner trader looks at a chart and sees random noise. An experienced trader sees a liquidity sweep before a reversal, a setup that's resolved the same way 100 times before. A new creator sees a topic and a thumbnail. A creator who understands this sees a hook structure, a retention drop point. Same video, completely different resolution. This isn't something that only happens after 10,000 hours. You can start compressing what you're learning right now and watch 100 separate problems collapse into 5 or 6. Level 2, Semantic Search. This is where expertise starts looking like intuition. A defender shows a winger the outside and an experienced attacker doesn't analyze it. That detail activates a plan built from hundreds of past situations before the conscious mind gets involved. A trader sees price stall at a previous high on falling volume, and that single detail triggers a specific scenario and entry point instantly. A creator reads one comment about never seeing results, and that comment becomes a search term that activates an entire video idea because the pattern already exists in the audience, waiting to be named. It's not a skill you're missing, it's a library you haven't filled yet. And every time you consciously notice that a detail means something, you add an entry that fires automatically from then on. Level 3, templates. Recognizing a pattern doesn't automatically produce a result. A striker can recognize a one-on-one and still miss. What converts recognition into outcome is a template. Already loaded, already waiting. Consistent traders don't reinvent their approach every session. They have a playbook, a specific setup, a specific entry, a specific point where they're wrong and get out. The market changes daily. The template doesn't, which is exactly why emotion doesn't wreck their decisions the way it wrecks everyone else's. Strong creators build the same kind of frameworks for hooks and retention. The topic changes, the structure doesn't. It's why a creator's 5th video is dramatically better than their first. Not slightly dramatically, once the template starts forming on purpose. Level 4, pattern transfer. The highest performers stop using patterns inside one field. They start carrying them between fields entirely. In football, when you lose, weak players blame luck. Strong players review the game and ask one question: what pattern did I fail to recognize? I carried that exact habit into trading, reviewing losing trades not to blame the market, but to find the signal that was visible before the entry and got ignored. And then I carried it into content creation. Within 2 years, that same process helped build this channel to 345,000 subscribers. Not because I understood content creation from the start, because I already understood pattern recognition. When a video underperformed, the instinct everyone has is to blame the algorithm. The habit built in football said, go back, find what you missed. Almost every time it was the same thing. The first 40 seconds spent explaining instead of hooking. Naming that pattern once fixed every video after it. That's what transfer actually does. It gives a brand new field a starting point that isn't zero. Football taught me how to read a game. Trading taught me how to read risk. Filmmaking taught me how to read emotion. Content taught me how to read attention. Underneath all four, it was always the same skill: seeing what's already there before everyone else notices it. So tell me, which level are you at right now? Still collecting? Starting to compress? Or already transferring patterns between fields of your own? Drop it below. And if this gave you something real, like it, share it, and I'll see you in the next one.